A moment, so long, the sky is the limit. Kaya natin to. We own the future. This is a moment, so long, the sky is the limit. Na, sama-sama, dahil together, we own the future.
Good morning, NCAA fans! We are once again saying hello from the Phil Oil Eco Center here in San Juan City as we are all set for game day number 35 in NCAA Season 100 Ciclo Uno, Inspiring Legacies. As we head closer to the Final Four race, the games get even more important as in our first game. On this morning, mapapanood po natin ang Kolehiyo de San Juan de Letran na sasabak sa aksyon kontra sa Emilio Aguinaldo College. At mamaya, tip-off scheduled at 2:30 p.m. It will be the Perpetual Altas versus the Benilde Blazers. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood ngayon live on Heart of Asia and all of our online platforms on NCAA Philippines on Facebook and YouTube. At syempre, para sa lahat ng mga balita sa larangan ng palakasan, do follow at GMA Sports PH on Facebook and on X. Mabuhay Pilipinas! My name is Anton Rojas, working alongside former NCAA Juniors MVP and pro baller Prince Rivero. Brother, it's great to be working with you again.
Yes, of course. Hello, hello. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, sa mga nanonood ngayon ng NCAA Season 100. Sinisigurado ko na sa inyo, today is gonna be a great day. Again, pinag-usapan nga namin kanina kung ano yung nararamdaman ko with regards to Letran versus EAC. And I think this is gonna be a good game.
Yeah, and the Final Four implications are also there as well. So you know both these teams and the coaches are determined to grab the win today. And to help us out with regards to all of the information, because he was able to speak to the coaches and the players, we have Riri Khalid as the third member of our broadcast team at courtside, and Riri will get to his first report in the first quarter. We'll get back to that when the game begins. But let's take a look at the team standings right now. Sinabi ko nga, Final Four implications. A win for EAC is actually much more important for them because this is an opportunity for them to move ahead of Letran and into the top four.
Yes, but I think EAC has to win by more than 2 points for them to be able to be the number 4 because of quotient. And you know, this game is gonna be crucial for them kasi kung titignan natin itong 1, 2, 3, and 4, medyo dito na mag-uumpisa lumayo yung standing nila if makuha nila tong panalo. Papantay sila sa number 5 pero dito na yung possible na maging start na kung saan pwedeng humiwalay na yung top 4 natin.
It's actually a virtual battle for 4th place. And sulit na sulit kung mananalo ang EAC dito and even Letran, because after the day, we're gonna have a short break in the NCAA.
Yes, and what better way to spend the break than coming off from a win, diba? And making sure na part kayo ng top 4 bago maghiwa-hiwalay.
It's gonna be a long wait for whoever loses, because obviously, as players, you want to play as much as you can at kailangan mo mag-antay para makabawi. But this is what happened. Last September 25, nung unang naglaban ang Letran at ang EAC, it was a close game. Letran actually held a 5-point lead after a Deo Cuajao free throw with 13.6 seconds to go. So, ayun yung isa sa mga highlights. Kevin Santos, unfortunately, he won't be playing today. So, that makes things all the more interesting, but a lack of excitement because we know Kevin Santos brings a lot of fire and energy to the game.
And for me personally, si Kevin Santos yung isa sa mga talagang pinupunta ko para mapanood tong Letran. Just because of how consistent he is not just on offense, but syempre on in defense also. His impact whenever he's inside the court, the rebounds he gets, the blocks he gets, malaking bagay yun para sa Letran. And syempre yung mga points din na binibigay niya sa Letran whenever he gets those get-go rebounds, you know, yung mga talsik na bola na hindi pinapansin ng ibang players, nakukuha niya yun eh. Pinagtatrabahuhan niya because that's him. That's his personality and that's his character as a player. And I see him, you know, malaking impact talaga niya dito sa Letran and magiging malaking bagay ito para sa Letran. Pero mabuti para sa EAC.
So tignan natin kung sino sa mga bigs ng Letran ang magsa-step up. Expect more minutes from the likes of Nunag and Dimaano. Alright, last game for Letran. This was an opportunity for them to create some separation and improve their hold on that fourth spot. Unfortunately, nadali sila ng JRU.
Yes, and you know, malaking game yon para sa kanila. That could have been the deciding factor for them to be number 1 sa fourth spot. Wala silang magiging katay. Doesn't matter the outcome of this game. But, again, things happen during the season na hindi talaga naiiwasan. Especially yung sa free throws. Doon talaga nagkakaproblema yung free throws. Maraming teams tayo dito ngayon na nagkakaproblema sa free throws. And yun yung isa sa mga crucial na part talaga that can give you wins. And pag hindi mo siya na-maximize, yun din yung mga pwedeng maging reason na maging downfall ng team.
Kevin Santos, I haven't seen him in this good a mood in a while because when he's on the court, laging naka-game face yan.
Ano yan eh? Very demure.
Yeah.
Very demure pero hindi cutesy kasi ano eh, ready makipagbakbakan.
So Kevin Santos out today with a sore shoulder. So he will be missed, especially with a 17-point output in the first round meeting between these two teams. Eto namang EAC had a chance to win that game against Benil but it slipped from their fingertips.
Yes, and syempre, ang ganda ng game ng EAC nung time na yun. Na-convert nila yung mga turnover points na nakuha nila from Letran. But again, yung free throws ng Letran kasi was on point during that game na they were able to make 94% of their free throws kaya nakatakas sila dun sa game na yun against EAC.
And one of the, well, it's actually a possible matchup dahil magkaparehong posisyon itong si Jimboy Estrada at Harvey Pagsanhan. But the common denominator also is that every time these two players get the basketball, the defense be shook.
Yes, and we both know kung ano yung kayang ibigay ni Jimboy Estrada and ni Harvey Pagsanhan. Pinag-uusapan natin kanina na si Harvey Pagsanhan. May mga similarities yan sa mga pro players natin abroad na yung athleticism niya and yung mga moves na ginagawa niya inside the court, medyo hawig dun sa ginagawa ng mga pro players natin. Ito naman si Jimboy, very consistent siya sa games niya and maaasahan mo talaga siya whenever kakailanganin mo ng point para dun sa team mo, wala ka nang iisipin na set plays. Bigay mo sa kanya, sa nabahala.
You can see in the highlights here, the defense, their feet. They need some ankle insurance every time Pagsanhan and Estrada have the basketball because these players be breaking ankles. All right, let's turn it over to our Coliseum announcer para makilala mga starters ng mga General at ng mga Knights.
Good morning, NCAA fans at mga kapuso. Welcome to Phil Oil Eco Oil Center here in San Juan City. Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 100 Siglo Uno Inspiring Legacies. Live ngayon sa Heart of Asia, worldwide GMA News TV at may live streaming pa sa gmanetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website, YouTube at Facebook. It's our first game for today's NCAA Men's Basketball second round of eliminations, featuring Coleo de San Juan de Letran and Emilio Aguinaldo College. Now let's meet the starters. First from Letran Knights. Starting guard number 7, Lot Montesilio. Under guard number 26, Jimboy Estrada. At forward number 15, Charles Dimano. Under forward number 29, Teo Cuajal. And at center number 9, Pao Hovilinar. Head coach for Letran Knights is Allen Ricardo. And now let's meet the starters from the EAC Generals. Starting guard number 3, King Cortiza. On the board for 88.
No Kevin Santos today. Santos is averaging 8.6 points per game and 6.9 rebounds per outing and 2.5 blocks. So he will be missed, but Coach Alan Ricardo starting off with Dimaano and Havillanar. Magtatandem itong dalawang to help out with regards to the rebounding situation.
Yes, and I think that's a good idea, no? Para kay Coach Allen na gamitin na 5 muna itong si Pao Havillanar. And we've all known what Pao can bring to the game. And siya yung mga type ng player din na nare-recognize ko because somehow I see some may nakikita ako na attributes niya na siyempre nagagawa ko din nung college ako, and yun yung mga mahilig siyang mag-take care talaga dun sa mga small things, and malaking bagay yun.
Here we go. Havillanar and Loristo will jump it up, and positioning pa lang sa jump ball. Nagkakabanggaan na itong mga players natin. Our referees making sure that no unnecessary action happens, and we are officially underway.
And Anton, I see Letran giving the pressure right away.
And Montecillo picks the pocket of Kyle Ochavo.
Siguro natuto na tong Letran sa dami ng binigay sa kanila na turnover ng EAC last game. Gusto nilang iparamdam yon sa EAC na kami naman.
Baksanhan. Oh, offensive foul here. Moving screen by Loristo.
And that's the second turnover for EAC. Dito sa start pa lang natin ng first quarter with 9 minutes 33 seconds left. Ang ganda ng pressure na pinakita na yun ni Montecillo.
Aggressive drive by Harvey Baksanhan. Unfortunately, Loristo called for a moving pick. Estrada. Wow. Montecillo for 3. And Loristo comes up with the board. Ochavo tumatakbo. And Kyle Ochavo goes coast to coast.
Anton, babalikan ko lang yung question mo sa akin noon, yung sino yung player na kayang mag-dribble ng matulin? Yep. Anong naging sagot ko? Si Ochavo. Siguro naman pinapatunayan niya na sa atin ngayon na ando doon talaga siya sa top when it comes to speed.
Wala makahabol sa kanya. And here he is again. Ochavo deciding to step on the brakes though and set up his teammates. He passes it out to Gurtiza and Ochavo.
Offensive rebound.
Smallest guy on the floor. Balik sa kanya ang bola. Ochavo. Sidestep. And a foul as Jacob went up for that shot.
And Anton, one of the things na tumatak talaga sa utak ko the beginning of the season up to now is summer pa lang, nakikita ko na yung to si Ochavo na nagpo-post na siya ng preparation niya for the NCAA. And during nakikita ko yung mga videos niya ng mga workouts niya, palagi ko siyang sinasabi na parang tong player na to, hindi man niya nakuha yung height na mataas, pero yung heart and yung passion niya dun sa sport, ando dun eh. So alam ko talaga na may maibibigay siya.
Samantala, Jacob missing 2 free throws. So the count stays at 2-all. Estrada. Using the screen, Estrada for 3. Misfires. Let's get this first courtside update from Riri Khalid.
Anton and Prince, with both of these teams coming from a losing match, paniguradong gutom ang magkabilang kumanan para manalo. Now talking about hunger to win, sineboy ko muna rito sa ating mga coaches kung may ingredients ba, kung para sa kanila, ano ba ang 3 main ingredients ng isang magandang laro. Para kay EAC Generals head coach Gerson Cabiltes, it's the heart to play mixed with passion and topped with discipline. On the other hand, para naman kay Letran Knights head coach Alan Ricardo, it's the attitude with a sprinkle of right body language at syempre ang puso. Now that we have their 3 ingredients, kaninong basketball recipe kaya ang mananaig ngayong araw? Chefs, coaches, you have 4 quarters to book your win. Anton and Prince, balik sa inyo.
So, which concoction do you like better, Prince?
You know, based on what I heard, parehas sila well said yung pagkakasabi. The other coach said attitude and yung discipline. And the other one naman is yung grit and yung willingness to win. And I think parehas yan, kailangan yan sa isang team para recipe for success. And so far, both teams are showing those types of characters that are in this game.
Harvey Pagsanhan scoring on that floater.
And I can see EAC now starting with the zone defense as early as 6 minutes and 30 seconds left pa sa first quarter.
Estrada. Oh! Passing it straight to Coach Alan Ricardo.
And Coach Allen ready to give that hockey pass to wow! Ang alam ko sinasabi nila, include your teammates, hindi include your coach.
Coach Gerson Cabildes calls a timeout. His team is on top by 1.
Kilalang-kilala ngayon si Carlos Yulo sa kanyang double gold sa Paris. Pero alam nyo ba na mayroon nang naunang Carlos na naglaro sa Olympics na tubong NCAA? Siya'y walang iba kundi si Carlos Caloyloy Zaga na nagpa-champion sa San Beda Red Lions ng 3 beses noong 1950s. Lumahok si Loizaga ng 2 beses sa Olympics, pati na rin sa Asian Games, FIBA Asia at FIBA World Championships kung saan nagkampi.
Now, after seeing that replay, Coach Allen was standing beside or behind the referee. So, I don't know what Jimboy Estrada saw.
I think medyo nakita lang niya yung silhouette eh. Akala niya ng teammate niya. Pero it happens to the best of us. Even to me, it happened before na sometimes yung field of vision mo, akala mo nandun yung teammate mo and then lumingon ka sa kabila hoping na your teammate stayed and then you gave the pass and he wasn't there anymore. It just so happened that coach was there.
And he was ready. Pagsanhan for 3. Ochavo. Rebound. That's his second offensive rebound. Now, Prince, during the break, you talked about how the zone of EAC has been effective so far against Letran.
Yes, and you know, if I was Coach Gerson, I'd do the same thing. Hanggat hindi pa tumatama si Quahaw, I'd stay on that zone. But once na tumama na si Quahaw, dun na ako mag-a-adjust. Kasi tsaka pa lang tayo magkakaroon ng changes kapag naging effective na yung ginagawa nila. And if hindi siya effective, bakit papalitan mo, di ba?
And Jimboy Estrada's not really a three-point shooter. Most of his baskets are within the arc or inside the arc. Oh! Loristo with a rejection.
He blocked it from the top.
Pagsanhan missing. What a block by Chelo Loristo. Give me that.
Yun yung sinasabi ng mga coaches eh. Kapag nilay up yung kalaban mo, it's either tumayo ka lang, huwag ka nang tumalon, or abutin mo sa taas. Which literally, that's what he did. Nasa pinakataas, peak. Nasa peak yung bola nung tinapal niya.
Now EAC switching it up here. And they go back to the zone. See Ochavo pressuring by himself. Montecillo, extra pass. That's the guy you want to shoot. EAC got lucky. Quahaw unable to knock it down. Pagsanhan. Wow! Harvey Pagsanhan throwing his body into the defense and scoring off the glass.
Paalala ko lang ulit, Anton, kung sino yung kino-compare ko sa kanyang player kanina, which I told you was Ja Morant. And I think, ganyan din yung mga ginagawa nun eh. Tatalon muna siya, aantayin niyang sumabay sa kanyang defender. Sino mas matagal ang hang time sa atin? And then, tsaka niya ititira, which he did perfectly. That was a tough shot, but way to make that drive.
He flew in chest first into the defender.
If you have a good posture as he does, you
yeah.
do the same thing.
Look at how straight his back is. And Pagsanhan completes. Oh no, the three-point play. Ochavo holding on to his midsection.
Anton, prior to this play, maybe 2 plays ago, Gurtiza, I think, got hit in the face on the other side. And they were looking for a call also, but the refs didn't mind him.
All right. So Havilanar putting his forearm on the midsection of Ochavo. The problem there was Ochavo swung his neck backwards.
And I think kasi yung disparity ng size eh. So, normally, if same size sila, hindi siya tatamaan siguro dun sa kung saan siya tinamaan. Or, maybe tinamaan siya talaga.
Well, there surely was a forearm to the midsection. I just don't know why the head moved backwards. So let's see what the referee's decision will be here.
Baka ganun kalakas yung impact na kailangan whole body affected. But you know, again, syempre, ayaw natin nang nasasaktan yung mga players natin. And syempre, iwas tayo sa mga injuries. Ayan. So the referees are now reviewing itong incident na to and making sure na they make the right call.
Coach Allen is saying it's a flop. And the referees say yes, it was a flop.
Warning on number 88, Kyle Ochavo for faking
And we go back to my initial explanation. It was the midsection that was hit, but it was the head that moved.
There was a whiplash. Baka nga papasok talaga dun yung size disparity na inabot yung hindi dapat abutin. Kaya mayroong action dun sa neck part. And EAC sticking to that zone defense.
Oh, munti ka na yun.
And so far, it's effective for them.
EAC Generals basketball.
Maybe next time he should move his body backwards and not the head.
I was gonna say something about that, but I won't.
Pagsanhan.
Oh, that was a nice find from Harvey. Making sure he gets 2 defenders with him and then looking at that dive from his big man for the extra pass.
Estrada. Montecillo.
Losing foul number 15, Charles Dumano, his first whistle foul. 3 all Letran Knights. David Miller replacing Jalo Loriso.
6-point lead for EAC. Pagsanhan.
That was a very smart play by Harvey Pagsanhan. He made sure he isolated on one side na walang tao sa corner for that 2-man game, empty corner na magbibigay sa kanya ng open roller. But they executed perfectly.
Letran trying to figure out this zone of the EAC Generals. Wow to Estrada. Wow for 3. And that's what they need to happen.
That was a perfect positioning for Letran. You know, Paulo Javellinar was staying in his post position and the other big staying in the free throw line, making sure na yung tao nila hindi makakapag-rotate dito kay Kuaha once the ball is reversed to him.
Etilag, Jacob. Estrada comes up with a rebound. That's the nice delivery by Harvey Pagsanhan. And here's another one. At ito naman, yung unang 3 puntos ni Deo Cuajao. Actually, that's his second triple here in the game. He is 2 for 4. Could this be a third one? Halfway down. Generals are running. Ochavo. Everything but the shot.
That could have been a weight room move. You know when they say, yep, you have to hit the weight room after that bump.
Buti na lang, nakabang si King Gurtiza doon. And you see the reaction from Coach Gerson Cabintes. But his team is still ahead by 5.
Ang unang pumapasok sa isipan pag NCAA ang napag-uusapan ay basketball. Pero kahit sa ibang larangan ng palakasan, lalaban pa rin ang NCAA. Tignan nyo ang tubong mapuwa na si Chess Grandmaster Eugene Torre na isa na ang Hall of Famer, ang taga-College of
5-point lead for the EAC Generals with 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Anton Rojas working alongside Prince Rivero. And of course, we have Riri Khalid at courtside. Lucero is now in the game for Ochavo. Oftana also checking in as Gurtiza will take 2. In and out on the first. Jace Miller and Kobe Monhe are now in for Letran.
And I just want to take note, Anton, EAC now is 1 out of 4 from free throws.
And that's what killed them in the first round meeting. So something to monitor as we move forward in this
1
game.
out of 5.
Estrada. The zone has disrupted the flow of Jimboy Estrada. Normally, he gets a lot of one-on-one opportunities pag man-to-man ang depensa ng kalaban.
And the easiest way to break the zone is as soon as they make the basket, you don't let them set the zone. You have to change the pace and make sure na yung pace mas mabilis kaysa dun sa kalaban mo na nagsiset up ng zone. Or you have to make your shots outside. Because if you make 1, 2, or 3 shots outside, for sure, Coach Gerson's going to be changing his defense.
Lucero. Oftana. Fires a 3. Does not work. Wow, comes up with a board.
Yep, they're still playing zone. Now, this type of offense is the basic zone breaker play. When you put a guy in the high mid post na kung saan he has to touch the ball in order for the zone defense to collapse and for them to see the open shooters on the outside.
Lucero drop pass. Miller diving on the floor. Monhe in a tug of war for the leather.
That would have been a nice drop pass if hindi lang aware yung defender na Natapik pa niya yung bola on the pass.
Estrada. Miller. Estrada. Inside pass, Nunag. Hook shot does not work. Monje is fouled.
Foul number 3, King Tiza. That's his first personal foul. Substitution. Together with Nico Pinal, starts in the ballgame for the EAC Generals. Warning on number 3, King Tiza for unsportsmanlike behavior.
So King Gortiza has just been warned for unsportsmanlike behavior as he walks back to the bench.
And as I'm watching the replay, I can see why he got the warning, because he was asking the ref na bakit may tawag. Based on what I saw also on the replay, he got the ball. But maybe there was a push behind the person, that's why they called the foul on him.
Monje sinks the free throw. Kinal. Tracks down the loose ball. Lucero. Lucero. Oftana. Oh, wow, a wild sequence right there. Estrada. Nowhere to go.
Ito na yung pace na sinasabi ko sa'yo, Anton, kanina. Imagine how he was able to get that drive kasi hindi pa nakaset yung zone. So hindi pa nila alam ngayon kung alin yung part ng court na kailangan nilang bantayan kasi hindi pa sila nakaset up.
Miller for 3. Air ball.
Nagpapainit pa lang, Anton. Medyo kapapasok lang kasi niya, malamig pa eh. Tinesting lang niya, testing the waters. And Letran now is on a full court defense.
Lucero to Kinal. Kinal for 3. Short. Estrada to Monje. Monje all the way. Just a 2-point lead now for the Generals.
Letran taking it one possession at a time, making sure they get a turnover of EAC or a good defensive rebound. That's a double block.
Lucero, floater. Up and in. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. The EAC Generals lead the Letran Knights 15-11.
Nabuo ang samahan ng NCAA at GMA noong 2020 sa kasagsagan ng COVID-19 pandemic kung kailan pinagbawal lahat ng face-to-face events. Ngunit kung ang ibang mga liga ay nagkansela ng kanilang mga season, itinuloy pa rin ang NCAA Season 96 Rise Up Stronger. Online, ginawa ang halos lahat ng mga sports events kasama na ang opening ceremony. Nagkaroon din ng virtual chess at taekwondo tournament at live basketball at volleyball skills challenge na alinsunod pa rin sa mga health protocols. Yan ang NCAA sa siglo 1.
Alam nyo ba na meron ding kapuso stars ang nag-aral sa NCAA schools? Ilan sa mga ito ay sina Yasser Marta na naging team B ng San Sebastian bago lumipat sa LPU. Si Anthony Rosaldo naman ay galing sa Arellano at si Rocco Nasino na naging Mr. Mapua pa. Mga perpetualites naman sina Kailin Alcantara at Shaira Diaz, habang tubong St. Benilde sina El Villanueva at
Alright, let's check in with our ladies here sa ating cutie cam. It's still the morning actually. on this Wednesday. So we're ready for the second quarter. Lucero. Kinal. Lucero. Lucero accelerates. And Lucero creates an opportunity for his teammate. And Nilag.
You know, that's the basic movement of a dribble drive and a loop kind of thing. You know, the moment your guard attacks one side, if it's going baseline, the big guy should be able to loop going up to the middle because his defender is probably gonna help. And they found that and they made a basket and a free throw because of that.
Seven-point lead for EAC.
I just want to take note, Anton, EAC now has 17 rebounds compared to Letran's 10.
Wow.
With 7 offensive rebounds.
Bagay. Oh, an offensive foul called on Jude Bagay.
Would have been a tough finish, but I guess the ref saw the right hand extending. If hindi niya hinawakan yon, that could have been a basket and a count.
Estrada. Estrada. Monhe. Drop pass. Nunag with the finish.
And Letran making sure they do the same thing with that drive and drop.
Lucero. Not that time. Alright, makibalita muna tayo. Let's go back courtside to Riri Calles.
And Don and Chris, the last time the EAC Generals had a match, you guys asked saan ba nanggaling itong jersey number ni Axel Doromal. I hope you guys are ready for some math. Dahil alam nyo ba na ang jersey number ni Axel Doromal ay nanggaling sa pinagsama-samang birthdays. His dad was born on November 13, his mom on January 16, his sister on May 22, his brother on August 4, and Axel was born on April 6. Adding all that with a little bit of math powers to total these dates, you get Axel Doromal's jersey number 61. Now wearing this jersey number gives motivation and confidence ayon niya kay Doromal dahil ramdam niya sa bawat paggalaw sa court na kasama niya ang kanyang pamilya. Yan muna rito sa courtside. Balik sa inyo, Anton and Prince.
Interesting bit of trivia there from Riri. And I just did some math with my calculator. I literally did. And it adds up to 61.
Actually, ngayon ko lang narinig yung ganong system and getting a jersey number. Kasi normally, birthday mo, birthday ng significant other. Pero yung sa kanya, tinotal niya lahat kung ano yung mga birth dates.
Yeah, the birth date, not the month.
Yeah,
the
birth
date.
That birth
So
date.
you add up all the dates. It really adds up to 61. That's crazy.
And that's too high of a number for a person to just make it up.
I just wish Axel was healthy because he has been unhealthy pretty much the entire season, dealing with a hamstring issue. So hindi siya yung Axel Doromal na number 2 scorer when he was with Arellano.
And again, sometimes yan yung toll na mag-take ng body mo eh. Yung nasobrahan ka na or kulang sa pahinga. Diyan papasok yung management mo on and off the court.
Estrada. Drop pass.
Another good find.
And Kobe Monhe. This is now a 4-0 run para sa Letran.
Jimboy Estrada now, Anton,
Yeah.
has 8 rebounds and 4 assists.
I think the zone was one of the objectives is to stop yung one-on-one ni Jimboy.
Yes, and so far, na-maximize na yon by them making sure the pace is faster than EAC's defense.
Monhem missing on a 3. Wala pang punto si Jimboy, but as you said, making things happen.
But again, EAC's defense now is very effective na si Kuahaw pa lang ang nakakashoot sa labas from Letran. And I think that's their main point kasi ang Letran, meron silang 32% sa 3-point line. And so far, dalawa pa lang yung nasushoot nila out of 11 shots.
Hinal. Bakod. Lucero. Passes into the corner. Kinal. And Tuna comes up with a rebound. Oh, wow. That's an unsportsmanlike foul called on Lucero.
That was a tough call, you know? Sometimes that happens eh. Yung gusto mo siyang unahan sa spot, pero dahil mabilis siya because he's going, alam mo no, downhill, minsan na-delay ka eh, to the point na wala ka ng chance but to have contact with the offense, resulting to this kind of calls. And you know, yung mga ganitong free throws crucial to para dito sa EAC, ano? They're up by 5 and now Letran has a chance to cut their lead down to 3. Tapos, nadagdagan pa ng foul yung isa sa mga players na kakailanganin nyo pagdating sa dulo.
Miller sinks the free throw. You were talking about the 3-point numbers earlier of Letran. Letran is a 27.4% 3-point shooting team. And yeah, a lot of their 3-pointers come from Deo Kuahaw. Baliling mula sa kanto. A little bit too strong on that shot.
And you know, one reason kaya nahihirapan itong Letran dito sa offense nila, I think, is because of the absence of itong si Kevin Santos. Ano? Kasi si Kevin Santos yung nagbibigay sa kanila ng extra possession. And syempre yung defender ni Kevin Santos, hindi rin naman yan help basta-basta. Kaya to sila Estrada, nagkakaroon talaga sila ng lane to be able to attack and create for themselves.
Miller. Chumawas. Spin move. Nabitawan. He had to just push that ball to the ring. Oh, Ochabo. Lucky break there for EAC.
Timeout, Letran Knights.
Here's that drive by Kyle Ochavo. A burst of speed. EAC is still up by 5.
Kung sa Season 99 ay may new heroes of the game, itong unang siglo ay meron ding OG heroes ang NCAA. Hindi lang kasi mga sports legends at mga sikat na celebrities ang naging bunga ng NCAA schools, kundi pati na rin ang mga pambansang bayani ng Pilipinas at dating presidente.
We have the management committee representative of Colegio de San Juan de Letran, Father Vic Calvo. And he's hoping that the Knights pick up this win before we head into a break. At ayan naman po si Sir Frank Gusi of Perpetual. That is Dr. Lorenzo of Emilio Aguinaldo College. Nico Kinal drains the three, falling down.
And you know, Nico Kinal is one of the high percentage sa 3 points para dito sa EAC.
Miller. Baliling to Jumawas. Jumawas on the pull-up. James Jumawas drains the jumper.
Yan yung mga tough shot na pag na-shoot ng kalaban, sinasabi ng coach, good defense, wala ka nang ibang hihingin pa sa akin.
Pero may sagot.
Pero sinagot ni Oftana ng isa pang 3 points.
There's Axel Dormal, still yet to see action today. Ayan na. A member of the Letran Squires championship team, Jovel Baliling, hits a 3. Kinal in and out. Ochavo, another offensive rebound. Oh, right now the Generals just beating the Knights on the boards. Ito yung palitan ng mga rainbow jumpers. And Oftana drains one from the left wing.
Replacing Kobe Monel for Letran Knights. Shot clock at 10 seconds.
Ito yung mga kailangan alagaan nitong EAC. Yung lamang nila na ganito kasi pag uminit na yan si Quahaw at si Estrada, mahihirapan silang stop yan.
Oftana right in the face of Dimaano.
EAC with a percentage of 30.39 3-point makes per game.
Wow. The Generals leading for majority of this game. Jumawas gets blocked. Ochavo for 3. And Jumawas comes up with the board. Miller. And he is fouled. Ready to shoot. Etong si Wilmar Oftana.
Pagtanggap pa lang, hindi na kinasay. Nakakasa na pala. Tapos ready nang tumira. And yan yung natutulong ng repetitions. Alam mo sa practice, whenever you shoot or you do shooting drills, yung pagtanggap mo pa lang, para ka game speed na every time you get the ball, you're ready to shoot. And things like that you do in practice sa game na mga ganitong importante, lumalabas yan.
Jace Miller playing extended minutes here as he sinks the first free throw. Two for two for Miller. Pagsanhan. Ochavo. Harvey, left wing 3. Estrada has the basketball. Estrada, bounce pass to Montesillo.
Look at Paulo Habil-Nirnar making sure he gets the positioning inside. But Letran, hindi nila nakikita na na-open dun si Pau. Pero nakuha ni Pau yung defender, giving chance to the shooters outside na walang rotate.
And EAC calls a timeout after that 3.
What is up, NCAA? This is Glycel Galpo, and today we are here at the College of St. Benil to witness their pep rally as a show of support for the Benil Blazers sa nalalapit na NCAA Season 100.
Estrada swings the ball to Nat Montesillo, who drains the three. Well, those are the kind of shots that EAC will be giving up because they are playing a zone.
Yes, and again, binanggit mo kanina yung percentage nitong Letran, ano? Yung 3-point percentage nila is just at 27%. So if you're gonna choose kung aling tira ang gusto mo ibigay sa kanila, if it's not Kuahaw, you let them take it.
Ochavo saves it to the wrong man. Montesillo again, tapping the ball from behind. Ochavo. Avilanar, jump hook.
Oh, that was a push from behind, I think, from Pau. Alam niya na eh, after niya itira yung quick na floater na yun na medyo malakas eh. Kaya he went for the ball, not realizing na medyo na itukod niya dun sa player ng EAC yung kamay niya. Kaya nakabigyan siya ng foul.
Ochavo.
Letran is the one playing zone now.
Labas. Avilanar taps it to Baliling. Montesillo. Baliling. Avilanar. Oh, natapik. Baksanhan. Blocked by Estrada.
Binanggit ko kanina, no, yung klase ng drives nitong ni Pagsanhan. Yung abutin mo sa taas kung gusto mo. Pero challenge siya nitong ni Estrada at kinuha talaga sa taas.
Well, that's gonna show up in our awesome plays. Gurtiza fadeaway. And Axel Dormal is now in the game for the first time. Battle for the loose ball. Montesillo. Montesillo throws it to the corner. Baliling for three. And an offensive rebound para kay Avilanar. Montesillo, drop pass, Di Maano. What a nice delivery by Nat Montesillo there.
This is here in the last sequence of play. All teams are once and serve cover bench the court. All players inside the court, please proceed in front of your respective benches.
Tumama yung ulo ni Jello. As Jello was going down.
Oh, sinusubukan niyang iwasan eh, yung player dun sa pagbagsak niya eh. Pero inabot pa rin nung medyo sa may jaw part. Masakit yun, ha?
Mataas din tumalon eh, si Jello.
Oo, athletic eh. Yan yung bumlak kanina dun sa taas eh.
Free throw sprints continues to be a factor in this game, favoring Letran.
And so far, Letran has made 5 out of 6 free throws. Make that 6 out of 7 with 87.5% to EAC's 2 out of 6. It is only 33.3. Again, free throw is gonna play a huge factor in this game.
Spin move. Oftana steps back. Gurtiza could not hold on to the basketball. Estrada swings it to Montesillo. Montesillo. Oh.
Another hit.
There's a review on the last home play. All teams to the proper match to talk. All players inside the court, please be safe in the home of your responsive judges.
Medyo sumabit ata, tapos 3-9 niyang alisin. Kaso inaabot.
So Havilanar involved.
You know, Anton, if there's something I learned from, it's sa mga idol ko to na local na pro player, Willie Wilson,
Okay.
Coach Willie Wilson. Sabi niya sa akin before, yung mga ganyan, yung mga contacts na ganyan, yung hawak, kapit, that's normal eh. Pero, ang pinaka pwede mo daw gawin dyan, dapat yung hand mo, medyo makulit. So, you can't keep your hand in the same place for a long time. Kasi if you do, chances are yan. Pag humawak ka ng masyadong matagal dyan, pwede ka nilang i-hook, pwede ka nilang mabigyan ng mga chop. Pero if makulit yung kamay mo, like you use your right and then left, and then right and then left, hindi nila alam kung paano or kung paano ita-time, kung kailan ka nila i-hook, kailan ka nila bibigyan ng mga chop. And I think that's one of the things na hindi na ituturo masyado kasi experience yun eh. And you know, that helped me a lot. One of the players na kilala ko na magaling sa ganyan, si Jason Perkins. Galing. As in, ang hirap timingan kung kailan siya magbibigay ng contact sa'yo ng arm. So hindi mo alam kung paano mo siya bibigyan ng ng bump na kaya makapag-create ng space.
That's the third personal foul for foul Havilanar.
So that's a foul called on Pao Havilanar.
And that's gonna be crucial for Letran kasi wala na nga si Kevin Santos. 3 fouls pa siya, hindi pa tapos yung first half.
Gurtiza. 10 remaining here in the second quarter. Doromal for 3.
Foul on the line, Harvey Banzanhan. That's his first personal foul. Penalty. 2 free throws for Charles DiMano.
Smart play by Dumaano, making sure once he got the ball, he's gonna hold on to it and then any contact. Siyempre, pag may bola ka, off a rebound and na-dislodge ka, bigyan mo ng konting action fakes. Pwedeng matawagan, which in this case, tinawagan, giving them those free throws.
4.7 seconds remaining here in the first half. Dimano. Short on the free throw. Gurtiza has time. Gurtiza at the buzzer. Just a little bit too strong. So,
in favor of
at the end of the first half, the EAC Generals lead the Letran Knights 33-29.
Together, we own the future.
naman. Kumbaga, underdog kami ngayon eh. Pero yung dala namin ngayon na sipag at puso.
Medyo kinakabahan po pero wala pa po kasi po rookie po ako. Gusto ko din po may mapatunayan po ako ngayong season.
Sabi ko sa kanya, ipakita nyo kung anong kaya nyo gawin. No? This is your big break, no? Para sa kanila. Then dahil maliit kami, talagang small ball ang style ng game. Most of the time, takbuhan kami. Tsaka polish namin yung shooting namin. Para small team kami, we love to play big court.
Alam naman po namin na panibagong coach na naman po pero
Hello mga kapuso, this is Glycel Galpo at ngayong araw ay nandito tayo sa Jose Rizal University sa Mandaluyong to witness their pep rally as a show of support for the JRU Bombers. Kaya naman tara at samahan niyo ako.
Lahat maganda yung presentasyon ng mga bawat atleta, no? Pero ang pinaka-paborito ko is how we brought joy to the JRU community. We are united and for sure, we will all support the athletes of Jose Rizal University here in Season 100.
Nakabalik kami dito ulit. Nakatungtong kami kung saan kami galing. At syempre,
This is a moment. Sa puso mo, the sky is the limit. Tara na, magsama-sama. Dahil together, we own the future. This is solid. This is a moment. Sa puso mo, the sky is the limit.
Hi mga kapuso, my name is Julia Ong and we are here today at the Lyceum of the Philippines University para makisaya at makigulo sa kanilang pep rally. Kaya tara, samahan niyo ako!
Hataw at walang keme sa pagsayaw, yan ang ipinamalas ng iba't ibang mga atleta mula sa host school ng NCAA Season 100. Ang
our coverage here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. Anton Rojas working alongside Prince Rivero, and we've got Riri Khalid at courtside. 4-point lead for the Generals, who have actually led for majority of this contest. Despite this hot start, especially on defense by Letran.
Yes, and Anton, naging effective talaga itong defense ng EAC when they ran the zone defense para dito sa Letran. Letran only making 4 out of their 19 3-pointers. And malaking bagay yun para dito sa EAC kasi hindi pa umiinit itong si Kwahaw, And syempre, sumubok din naman dumipensa ng zone itong Letran, pero EAC was able to maximize itong zone defense ng Letran, looking for those drop passes sa mga big man nila, which gave them an enough lead para masustain dito sa first half natin.
Deo Kwahaw, 2 for 6 from beyond the arc. Here was that floater by Lucero, who was later called for an unsportsmanlike foul for blocking the path of Jace Miller. These two have been going at it since their first round matchup.
And these are the type of teams na masarap panoorin kasi alam mo parehas sila. Ready sila makipagbakbakan. Hindi lang sa loob. I mean, imagine even the guards. As early as the first quarter kanina, umpisa pa lang, alam na natin, makikita na natin yung aggressiveness nila. Both teams, both on offense and on defense, makikita mo yung willingness talaga nila na ibigay or isacrifice kung ano mang energy yung meron sila para mapakita lang dun sa kalaban nila na ready kami and hindi kami papayag na matalo.
There's that Oftana who was ready to shoot. Let's take a look at the halftime statistics here. 20 points in the paint for the Generals, just 8 for Letran.
Yes, and malaking bagay yun dahil sa zone defense nitong EAC, ang ibinibigay talaga nilang tira is the outside, which they're getting. And so far, yung Letran hindi pa nagiging effective. Ito namang EAC, they made sure na ma-maximize talaga nila, ma-milk nila yung mga open na binibigay ng zone defense nitong Letran sa tuwing aatake sila sa loob para dun sa mga drop passes and yung offensive rebounds nitong EAC. They are now up by 30. They are 33 sa rebounds with 23 naman sa Letran. And 13 of those are offensive.
Wow. And
imagine Ochavo getting 3 offensive rebounds. Makikita mo na agad doon na may instructions from kay Coach Gerson na guards or bigs crash the rebounds and we make sure na makuha natin yun. Giving them the extra possession.
Now we see the list of the players leading the team in scoring. Interestingly, we do not see the name of Jimboy Estrada. He has not scored a point in this game. The zone defense making it hard for him to manufacture some points because most of his points really come from one-on-one situations. But he does have 5 assists and 10 rebounds.
Yes, and that's isa yan sa mga nakikita ko na personality ng mga great players. If you can't find an open shot or a shot for yourself, might as well make sure na ma-take care mo yung little things. And in his case, he grabs those rebounds. He makes those extra passes, extra drop passes to set up his teammates. And hopefully later in the game, mas mag-collapse sila dun sa big man, giving him that open layup.
And here we see the numbers for Estrada and Pagsanhan. So the defense of EAC building a wall, a zone, para hindi makaporma si Estrada, but he's finding other ways to contribute.
Yes, and he makes sure na involved pa rin siya dun sa offense ng Letran kahit na hindi para sa kanya. And imagine having 7 assists in 1 quarter, 5 of those coming from Estrada.
Making things happen para sa kanya mga kakampi. And let's see how both teams will adjust. Axel Dormal starting this period.
Third quarter.
Here we go.
Avilanar to Montesillo. Kuahao. First possession, kay Deo talaga pumunta.
Oo, kasi nag-stick sa zone nitong EAC. And yung play na yon, normally ginagawa yan, off a timeout. In this case, start ng quarter, they set a down screen for Kuahao coming from underneath to get them blindsided by that open three from the corner.
Estrada. Pocket pass, intercepted. Pagsanhan. Oh, Doromal stepping on the sideline.
Letran basketball.
And you can see that Doromal unable to get his rhythm. Ayun. You see that tape on his right leg. He's been dealing with a hamstring injury pretty much the entire season.
And you know that's gonna be tough for a player na nakaka-contribute talaga sa team, nakakailanganin nila. And that's his 4th foul. I was about to tell you earlier during the start of this quarter na it's very unusual for a coach to leave a player na may 3 fouls na kakailanganin mo sa dulo to start the quarter. And in this case, EAC made them pay for it.
Luciano, who did not play at all in the first half, is in for the Generals. Gurtiza. Luciano. Gurtiza. Drains the 3.
You know, very seldom for a player to get that look back pass. Kasi normally, once you go for a drive, you look at the opposite. Yun ang sinasabi ng coaches madalas. When you go for a drive, you look for the opposite corner. But in this case, nakita niya na nag-plug lahat sa gitna. At pinasa niya dito sa same side corner with that open Gurtiza 3.
So here we see Luciano setting up King Gurtiza.
That was a good decision and a good look from him.
Estrada, pinasa dito sa kanto. Monje from the elbow. Balik ang bola sa EAC. Normal. Gurtiza. Gurtiza, fade away. King Gurtiza.
That was a nice move.
It is now a 9-point lead for the Generals as we go to Riri Khalid.
Anton and Prince, in life, you get what you fight for if you are willing. Yan ang mantra ng koponan ni Coach Allen Ricardo na isinulat pa nila sa kanilang whiteboard. In the dugout, the coaching staffs emphasized they need support. The big mans were also instructed na huwag maglalakad. They have to sprint, then support. Coach Allen during the timeouts emphasized the importance of rebounding. The team needs to exert more effort on their rebounds. All for now, Anton and Prince.
Well, right now, whatever Coach Allen wrote on the board, mukhang nakalimutan ng kanyang mga players because they're not showing any desire to try to take this game as EAC has this 8-point advantage.
And you know, I want to give credit to Coach Gerson for reading the zone defense nitong Letran, making sure na they attack inside and outside. Which in that case, they're doing a very, very good job.
Fade away by King Gurtiza. And Pagsanan with that high arcing triple. Good ball movement by Letran there.
Now Letran's gonna be struggling. Nawala na si Pau Havillanor. Getting his 4th foul as early as 7 minutes of the 3rd quarter.
Upon review, the challenge made by the EAC Generals was unsuccessful.
So an unsuccessful challenge by EAC.
22 seconds on the shot clock.
Tuloy ang ating laro. Estrada. Oh, 3 in the key.
You know, that's tough for Letran. They can't seem to have a break this third quarter, ano? Kanina, 3 lang ang lamang nitong EAC, which is now 8-point lead.
Gurtiza. Estrada with the rebound. Estrada. Step back jumper. Put back is good. Pagsanhan. Another one.
Back-to-back 3 for Harvey Pagsanhan. Kanina, aggressive siya in attacking the lanes. Ngayon naman, he's trying to look for shots from beyond the arc.
And finally, Jimboy Estrada gets on the board via the three-point line.
And kung nakikita mo, Anton, itong si Jimboy Estrada, no? He's working double time on offense. He's trying to look for his shots.
Gurtiza. Doromal thought about it. Doromal, drop pass. And that's a turnover. Montesilio. Bola na kay Jimboy. Estrada will head to the line for the bonus.
Back-to-back baskets for Jimboy Estrada. Now with 5 points.
All it takes is just one shot to ignite the confidence of Mr. Estrada. And Jimboy will head to the free throw line for the bonus when we come back.
What is up mga ka-NCAA? Ako po si Christine San Agustin. Samahan po ninyo ako dito sa Mapua University para saksihan ang kanilang pep rally bilang suporta syempre sa kanilang mga atleta na ready nang sumabak sa NCAA Season 100. Let's go!
Alright, let's take a look at the ladies here sa ating Smile Cam. From the bleachers to courtside, enjoying this matchup between EAC and Letran.
Yan, ipakita natin ang ating napakagagandang mga smile. Siyempre, para makita ng mga players natin yung support na pinapakita natin sa kanila, di ba?
What about this? Masyado ata malakas yung drums. 5 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the third. As Estrada will shoot this bonus free throw, and right away Estrada with 6 points in this game. All here in the third.
And Letran is shooting 8 out of 11 free throws with 72.7%. And kaya nandito pa rin sila sa game despite that the disparity from rebounds na 11 rebounds. EAC with 38, Letran with 27, and then the extra possessions na meron yung EAC are now up to 9.
Pagsanhan. Gurtiza. Gurtiza to Harvey. Right corner 3. Overshoots that one, and Montesilio has the ball. Montesilio. Oh, wild shot. Iniwasan ni King Gurtiza.
Nabigyan pa ata ng finger wag.
Gurtiza. Fading away. Monhe. Natapikan mula sa likod, but it will stay with Letran.
Ayan na, mukhang okay na ata siya, Anton.
Legal final for Pete Urtiza.
Three-point lead for the Generals. Estrada coming alive here in the third. Estrada. Montesillo. Inside pass and Nunak is able to score.
Ayan, mukhang nakukuha na ng Letran yung rhythm nila na kanina pa nila inaantay.
Kinal. Oftana. And Jello Loristo. Back in action.
But again, EAC making sure na alam ng Letran na kaya nilang umatake sa loob at sa labas.
And Oftana is able to score off of that drop pass by Harvey Bagsanhan. And Coach Alan Ricardo calls a timeout.
This is our moment, so push some more. The sky is the limit.
NCAA Season 100 is shaping up to be the greatest season of all time.
For the Cardinals, Scamis drives, fouled, count the basket.
But it wouldn't be that without the greatest performances of all time. There is an abundance of talent in the league this year, and they are putting on a show every single
Nico Kinal, bounce pass inside to Oftana, and then Jello Loristo with the finish. Good to see he's okay despite getting hit earlier.
Oo, especially sa may medyo may pangano part yun eh. And minsan, people get knocked out by getting hit there.
Jerson Cabintes and his EAC Generals hoping to enter the short break with the fourth spot in the standings, because that's what this game is about. Should EAC win, they will improve to 7-7. At kung matatalo naman ang Letran, they will fall to 7-8.
That's why importante itong game na to para sa parehas na koponan ng EAC and Letran. Earlier, prior to Coach Allen's timeout, meron silang mini run. Pero sinagot din ng EAC ng sarili nilang run, and I think continue pa rin.
Oh, Estrada with a rejection on Bagsanhan. Another rejection by Jimboy.
Sabi ni Jimboy, wala man si Kevin. Ako nang bahala dun sa mga blocks na hindi niya maibibigay ngayong game.
Kinal. Donag. Estrada. Letran down by 5. Montesillo. Pass intercepted. Kinal for 3.
Bam!
Nico Kinal puts the EAC back up to 8. The EAC lead. Monhe. Oh. A technical for flopping.
Grabe yung tapal na yun. Nasa ibabaw na ng ring yung bola. Inabot pa.
That's the second infraction for the EAC Generals.
Yun na, tinawagan siya ng flopping doon.
Oh, they got the warning na kanina eh.
For Letran Knights. Technical free throw for Kobe Moorhead.
All right, here's the replay.
I think that was a good call from our refs. Very minimal yung contact.
So, dalawang ano na yan. Flopping ang tinawag dito sa EAC.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Kanina yung kay Ochavo. CJ Delfino is now in for the first time for Letran. Miller, short on the floater.
Holding foul number 1, Joseph Nuno. That's his second personal foul.
Anton, I have a question. What do you think of the overload offense Coach
On the shot clock.
Allen is trying to run here for Letran? Pinapakat niya yung dalawang shooters niya sa isang side. And then yung bigs niya, wala namang movement doon sa post and doon sa high post. Ano sa tingin mo yung kulang para doon sa offense na yun? Ba't hindi sila makahanap ng open shots?
Oh, that's a good one. But the problem with your explanation is that you were saying the bigs weren't really moving.
Yes.
So that's a problem in itself.
Yes, and if you're gonna look at the bigs of Letran now, medyo passive kasi sila eh. Again, with what you said earlier, siguro nakalimutan nila yung nakasulat sa board. And I think that's one of the reason kung bakit parang medyo hindi sila ganun ka-aggressive.
Ochavo puts EAC on top by 11. Wow. Oh, it's getting ugly. No look pass by CJ Delfino straight to the enemy.
There was an adjustment on EAC's defense if you noticed it. Anton, they are now playing man zone.
Ito yung 3 puntos ni Kinal.
Oh, pero itong Letran, medyo bumalik na ata sila sa man-to-man defense. Kasi pinagbayad sila nitong EAC sa 3 points and syempre sa drop passes.
Kinal, free for 3. Dimano with the board.
Tingnan mo kung paano nila depensahan si Quahaw. Huwag ka nang mag-isip ng help. Huwag ka nang humelp. Doon ka lang kay Quahaw. Stay with him.
That's back-to-back turnovers by Delfino. Ochavo. Air ball. Dimano gets the basketball. Delfino. Miller. Cross-court pass. Delfino for 3. Malakas. Dunag with a putback.
Anton, do you agree with me if I tell you na yung depensa na ginagawa ni Coach Gerson, bantayan mo si Quahaw. Alisin mo siya dun sa offense ng kalaban. Maglaro tayo ng 4-on-4. For you. Okay ba yun para sa'yo?
Right now, yes. Without Estrada on the floor, yeah. Try to let the others beat you.
Tama. Very good. Napansin mo yan, Anton. Alam mo, yan yung sinasabi ng coaches madalas. If they don't have the player na pwedeng bigyan ng bola para mag-create para sa teammates o para sa sarili niya, alisin mo na lang yung pwedeng sumut. Tapos paglaruin mo sila ng 4-on-4, di baling sumut na yung iba basta hindi siya makahawak ng bola. And then you're gonna live and die with that decision. And so far, EAC is doing a great job on that and they've been successful.
Talagang si Jude Bagay naka-face guard dito.
Oo, wala.
Kay Deo Quahaw, stay home.
Wala na siyang pakialam dun sa help. Kumbaga, di bale, sige, kung anong gusto niyong gawin, bahala kayo dyan. Dito lang ako kay Quahaw.
Miller to Dimano. Oh, nowhere to go. He got trapped in the air.
Nakakalimutan ni Tira.
Returns to the ball game for the EAC Generals.
Jumawas was wide open on the left corner for 3.
He could have dropped the ball to his teammate. They were beside each other. Crucial plays para dito sa Letran na dapat nako-convert nila.
So Miller giving up a foul.
Letran is now 1 foul away from penalty. Pero 3 seconds na lang yung natitira dito sa third quarter.
Gurtiza. Oh, nadapa. And Gurtiza apologizing to Coach Gerson. But they went on a late run towards the end of the third and enter the fourth with a 9-point lead.
Coming into NCAA Season 100, the main theme in the mind of the league's reigning most valuable player is redemption.
We coming, baby, redemption season. You already know.
Clint Escamis is looking like a man on a mission, and his endgame heroics against Perpetual showed exactly that.
Escamis for three. Clint Escamis. Oh my goodness.
The Mapua Cardinals are starting to find their groove behind the leadership of their floor general, as they have now won 3 straight games.
Triple on the other side. Of the house. He steals this one away. Clint will zoom to the cup.
Escamis has that uncanny ability of making all
girls courtside, and ito naman mga EAC students with their lanyards in the bleachers.
Yan. Yan yung mga fans natin na sumusuporta sa kanilang mga alma mater. Para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, syempre sa mga manonood natin dyan ngayon, yung mga fans natin na yan na nanonood during games, alam mo, malaking bagay yan para sa mga players and teams natin, ano? Hindi man nila siguro napapansin, pero malaki ang impact nila para doon sa mga naglalaro, especially doon sa mga naglalaro. Kasi nafe-feel talaga nila or namin na may mga taong naniniwala at sumusuporta.
And Ochavo seemingly fueled by the EAC fans here in attendance as he drains that triple.
Pinaramdam agad sa mga fans na alam ko nandito kayo para sumuporta sa amin and tiwala kayo sa amin. Pinakitaan lang ng simpleng 3-pointer.
Wow! Estrada, the defense really focused on him. Letran unable to figure out this EAC zone, Prince.
Yes, and again, babalikan natin yung sinabi mo kanina, ano, yung ginawa nila kay Kuahaw, na di baling talunin ka nung iba. Ganun ang ginagawa nila kay Jimboy pag nandiyan siya. Di baling ipasa niya, basta wag siya yung tumira. Kasi once na uminit yan si Jimboy, alam naman natin kung ano yung kaya niyang ibigay talaga.
It's a 12-point lead for the Generals. This is the biggest lead in the game for EAC.
For the Letran Knights. 2 free throws for Lobristo.
Loristo sinks in the first, adding on to this lead by the Generals. Two for two para kay Jello.
Ayan, EAC, balik na naman po sila sa kanilang man zone defense.
Miller spins. Estrada baseline. Too strong. Miller, the offensive rebound. Wow, atake. And a foul away from the ball.
Number 28, that's his third personal foul. First team foul for EAC Generals. 14 seconds.
Estrada looking for a friend. Wow.
Grabe yung depensa na yun kay Kuahaw, no? He was all up in Kuahaw.
EAC is winning this game because of their defense. And the rebounding, Prince.
And you know, malaking bagay talaga yung sinabi mo kanina, Anton, na dibaling yung teammates niya yung kumana. O yung teammates niya ang sumut, basta wag si Kuahaw at si Estrada.
Miller could not complete the interception. Kinal. Miller with the rebound, and Miller was fouled. Oh,
yan, good hustle. Galing dito kay ref, ano? Preventing the possibilities of
Offside the ball, and Miguel Tizar returns to the ball game for the EAC.
14-point lead for EAC. Balikan muna natin si Riri Khalid.
Anton and Prince, this game is not yet over for the both of the teams, but the EAC Generals will ensure that they get this one. So far, ang mabilis daw nilang laro ay gumagana against the Letran Knights, pero mas papaigtingin pa raw nila ang kanilang depensa sa loob ng court. Now, coming into the second half of the game, they will be playing a full court press, delaying the scorers of the other team. Ang strategy naman ng koponan ni Coach Gerson Cabiltes is to play for the whole 40 minutes. Hindi pwedeng kapusin sa game. They want to sustain their play up until the last second. Kaya naman, uulitin ko, kaninong basketball recipe kaya ang mananay in today's match, mga ka-NCAA? Sabay-sabay nating abangan yan. No, back to you, Anton and Prince.
So the basketball recipe of Coach Gerson Cabiltes, heart, passion, and discipline. That's exactly what his players have been showing today.
And kitang-kita naman natin both on offense and on defense kung paano yung disiplina nila on sharing the ball around, yung disiplina nila sa depensa na wag sumundot at i-make sure na ma-delay itong Letran para hindi sila makatakbo and ma-set yung pace na gusto nila. Successful sila dun sa mga yon.
Remember, whoever wins this game will get solo fourth place and will enjoy that position
for a while.
For about a week.
And alam naman natin sa mga nakakaintindi, ng mga naglalaro din, ng mga fans natin dyan na nanonood, isa sa mga pinakamasakit talaga is yung matagal na bawi galing sa talo. Kasi dadamdamin mo yun eh. Imaginein mo yung 1 week na nagsusok lang yung talo sa'yo na pwede sanang maipanalo. Pero yung pakiramdam naman ng nanalo, hindi mo maaalis yun. Kumbaga parang sobrang worth it lahat ng hard work mo.
Miller sinks the free throw. Does Letran have a run in them? Oh, nagkabanggaan doon. Jude Bagay at Jimboy Estrada. Loristo. Wow!
Sabay silang umangat pero naunang bumagsak itong si Pau Havillonar at nakapag-hang time, nakapagkape pa sa taas bago sinut.
Nagtimpla pa ng asukal.
Nagtimpla pa ng kape na may asukal.
Miller. Oh!
Yan o. Isushoot ko na ba? Hindi, magtitimpla muna ako. Pero, Anton, I want to give credit again to EAC, siyempre, and the players and the coaches. Ano? Napakaganda ng kanilang naging preparation para sa game na to kasi so far, na-check nila kung ano yung gustong gawin ng Letran. And na-stop nila yung players na kailangan or pinagkukunan ng points nitong Letran. And napakaganda ng ball rotation nila kasi involved lahat.
Montecillo, free for 3. Oh, and that's the story of the game right there. Seems like it's just not Letran's day. Tutukan na, di pa na-shoot ni Kobe. "13 players fielded in by Coach Gerson Cabiltes. 10 of the 13 have scored." Bagay.
Yes, and Anton, balikan ko yung sinabi mo na 13 players yung pinasok niya and yung sinabi ni Coach Gerson kanina na ang goal namin is for 40 minutes. Ibigay nila yung lahat. And kaya naman mabilis ang pagpasok at labas nito ni Coach Gerson dahil para ma-make sure din na yung energy hindi bumababa.
Coach Gerson very unhappy with what his players did right there. Look at, they're gonna sandwich Javillonar. Bagay just bumped Paulo Javillonar at bumangga pa si Paulo kay Loristo. Huling-huli siya doon.
Substitution for the EAC Generals. Harvey puts on home and JJ Shoma takes back in for the Generals. 2 free throws for Cal Javillonar and ball possession for Letran Knights.
Javillonar sinks the technical free throw.
Pau Javillonar sinks both of his free throws, and sa mga hindi nakakaalam, si Pau Javillonar yung brother nitong ni Jeff Javillonar na nanonood ngayon. Binabati kita, Jeff. And syempre yung isa pang alumni ng Letran na si Brent Paraiso na nanonood rin.
Wow!
Binabati rin kita, Brent.
Another NCAA champion, Estrada.
EAC Basketball.
You can see just how bad Coach Gerson Cabeltes wants to win this game.
On the last out-of-bounds play. All teams are advised to serve proper bench decoder. All players inside the court, please proceed in front of your
Andon, nakikita ko si Harvey na sinasabihan si Oftana kasi medyo mahirap talaga yung pasa na yan. Malayo yan eh. And sinasabi niya kay Oftana, huwag ka dun sa likod. Kailangan mong lumapit sa akin para mas malapit yung pasa ko sa'yo. Ma-avoid natin yung mga ganong klaseng turnovers. Which, he has a point. Yan, isa palagi yan sa mga instruction ng coaches natin na kapag may nag-inbound dito and nahirapan yung first receiver, dapat itong dalawang tao na nasa backcourt, dapat sila yung lalapit para kunin yung bola.
Now the referees are trying to determine who touched this ball last as Montesillo threw a cross-court pass towards the way of Quahao. At may posibilidad na nahawakan ni Axel ang bola as he went for an interception. So let's see. Okay, so here's the steal by Javillonar. Bola mapupunta kay Montesillo who will throw a cross-court pass to Deo Quahao. Actually, the pass was off the mark already.
Parang may contact nga sa kamay nitong ni
Axel?
Oo. Kasi kung titignan mo yung fingertips niya, medyo nag-iba ng direction.
But the referees say no.
Again, iba yung angles natin. So, yan yung decision ng referees and we have to respect that.
But I will say this. Whether or not nahawakan ni Axel ang bola, the pass of Montesillo was off the mark.
medyo malayo nga.
Hindi siya papunta kay Deo eh. Baksanhan.
Milking the clock. That's a smart move, huh?
Staring down Javillonar. In and out dribble. Baksanhan! And Kadaw!
I like how Harvey's playing ngayon, Very involved lahat ng teammates niya and nakita niya yung mismatch na nasa kanya si Pau with 4 fouls. Inantay niyang maubos yung oras and made sure na i-maximize yung mismatch.
Wow, missing on the step back. What a game Harvey Baksanhan has played. 13 points today. Playing with a ton of confidence. Normal. Baseline jumper, short. And Javillonar comes up with a rebound. His team staring at a 15-point lead by EAC. And there's that finish by Harvey Pagsanhan. In and out dribble. Gliding to the basket.
Parang pwede pang tawagan ng foul yun eh, no? Kasi parang may contact galing sa kamay ni Ipao eh. But Harvey Pagsanhan making sure na he makes the Letran players pay for switching and thinking na kaya siyang depensahan ng big man.
You know, with what EAC did today, other teams now have a blueprint on how to stop Letran.
Yes, and also malaking bagay din kasi talaga na wala si Kevin Santos. Kasi yung defender ng EAC na bigs, ngayon pwede silang mas humelp kasi nababawasan yung threat sa loob.
Kevin Santos out with a sore shoulder. Luciano. Toromal with the offensive rebound. Kaya lang umapak siya sa baseline.
Letran basketball.
Yan, napakaganda ng depensa nito ni Harvey para kay Kuahaw, making sure na ibaba niya yung bola, hindi siya makakuha ng catch and shoot 3.
Wow, steps back. Short on that shot.
And napakagandang decision para dito sa EAC Generals ano, na hawakan yung bola, ubusin yung oras bago maghanap ng tira.
Gurtiza. Estrada with the board. Estrada. Donat. Toromal. Gurtiza.
Anton, gusto lang kitang tanungin kung tama yung nakikita ko
Okay.
na parang yung Letran medyo hindi na sila ginaganahan dumipensa.
Yeah, the body language. Oh! Axel Doromal! Vintage move by Doromal.
And kanina pa niya hinahanap talaga yung mga tira na ganon. Pero he can't seem to find his rhythm. And hopefully, dito sa natitirang 3 minutes natin, mahanap pa niya.
Wow. Fouled and Guahaw will head to the line for the bonus free throw. Now that's the Axel Doromal that we saw become the number 2 scorer in the NCAA when he was playing for Arellano. And Doromal, nice to see him moving well despite playing with that injured hamstring. We'll be back.
One team that is quietly making a run for the Final Four is Emilio Aguinaldo College. At the forefront of the Generals' attack is fifth-year shooting guard King Gurtiza.
Easy running. They on 2. They don't have the numbers. Gurtiza doesn't care. He goes all the way.
Gurtiza was a rookie in season 95 and hasn't missed the tournament since.
So this was that last drive by Deo Guahaw, which earned him the trip to the free throw line, the extra trip to the free throw line. The thing is, it might be too little too late for the Knights. A very happy Dax Castellano. Iba talaga pag sitting pretty ka at the top of the standings.
Hello, Sir Dax. Ayan.
Ganda ng ngiti ni Coach Dax eh.
Ganyan na yata talaga pag mga magagandang lalaki. Alam mo kaming mga galing sa Lasal. CSB Lasal, Lasal Green Hills. Medyo ano kami. Demure lang, demure.
Gurtiza gives the ball to Axel Doromal. Doromal, will this be the icing on the cake? Because that's what the Generals are just going to try to do here, put the finishing touches on this win.
Last 2 minutes.
The way EAC has exposed Letran today, Prince.
Yes, Anton, limiting Jimboy Estrada to 2 out of 8 attempts and Vince Cuajao to 3 out of 13.
Wow.
Imagine that. Vince Cuajao is 2 out of 12 from the 3-point line.
Props to Coach Jerson Cabiltes and his coaching staff for coming up with this game plan.
And syempre dun sa scouting team nila. And again, offensive rebound has played a huge part in this game. Giving the extra possessions to EAC, limiting Letran's chance para makabawi at makahabol dun sa lamang nitong EAC.
17 offensive rebounds for the Generals, just 9 for Letran.
NCAA Season 100 is off to a rousing start, and here's a recap of all the action that has transpired so far. On opening day, the defending champion Sunbetter Red Lions made a statement by dominating the host school LPU Pirates 79-63. In the game that followed,
the EAC Generals are on the verge of beating the Letran Knights. And if you look at the date, the next game of Letran is on November 8.
Yes, and medyo matagal yun para damdamin mo yung pagkatalo.
At ito ang problema, look at the schedule.
Medyo mabibigat yung mga susunod pa na laban itong Letran Knights.
They needed this win today, Prince.
Yes, they needed this win kasi crucial yung mga magiging susunod nilang kalaban.
You know, EAC is motivated because they could be making history. Hindi pa sila umaabot sa Final Four since they joined the NCAA in 2009.
And sa mga hindi nakakaalam, yung mga naging talo nitong EAC, dikit. Nagkakataluhan lang talaga sa dulo. And I think ito yung perfect na time talaga para mag-peak sila, na mahanap nila yung tamang rhythm nila both on offense and on defense, ma-set nila yung discipline na kakailanganin nila para dun sa patapos ng round robin natin.
Letran has had a nightmare of a second round. In the first round, they were 6-3. In the second round, they're about to go down to 1-5.
And you know, they're struggling. Very crucial yung mga naging talo nila the past few games. And pagbabayaran nila yun pagdating sa dulo nitong round robin kasi yun pa yung possible na maging dahilan kung bakit hindi sila umabot. Ano?
Isipin mo, yung panalo lang nila dito sa second round was that double overtime win against San Sebastian, who's the lowest ranked team here in the NCAA.
Medyo baliktad yung naging peak nila, masyado atang maaga.
Jimboy Estrada.
Estrada with the lay-in, but all of his points coming in the second half. He was scoreless in the first half. And it's really hard to play catch-up. Ochavo. Fouled by Estrada. Against San Sebastian, Estrada and Quahao both had 30-point performances. Today, Quahao only has 9, Jimboy has 10.
Naubos na ata nila dun sa game na yon, yung ano nila, no? Pero syempre, hindi naman natin pwede alisin yung credit syempre dito sa EAC, sa scouting team nila and sa coaching staff nila for preparing itong napakagandang game plan para sa Letran. Limiting 2 of their best players to 10 points and 9 points coming off from a game na pareha silang nag-30.
And almost up to the very end of this game, the zone of EAC giving problems for the Knights.
Hindi pa rin nila nagigets kung paano butasin itong zone defense ng EAC kasi changing talaga siya eh. May times na naka-man zone sila, may times na naka-zone lang sila, may times na para silang naka-box in 1 pero wala sa box. Kumbaga si Quahao, man-to-man lang, walang help. Lahat ng 4 on 4 na lang.
Normal in a foot race against Balilin. And the ball will stay with EAC.
Ball possession stays with the Generals. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Normal. They're just gonna run out the clock here.
Yes, and I think that's the right thing to do. Congratulations to EAC for a wonderful scouting.
Hey, look at them. They're ready to go on vacation.
A wonderful game plan laban dito sa Letran Knights.
Respect. Hats off to Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Number 4 now in the team standings are the EAC Generals.
This is the NCAA.
And they will be savoring this win for a week.
Sarap ng bakasyon. Pero for sure, Prince, di magbabakasyon yung mga yan.
Of course,
They will be in the gym.
And especially galing sa ganito klaseng panalo, alam nila na tama yung naging game preparation nila. Mas mamomotivate ngayon yung coaches and yung players na mag-prepare pa dun sa susunod nila na game.
Which is November 6 against San Beda. So the work will continue, Prince.
Yes, and again, it's gonna be a tough game sa mga susunod na games nila. Tingnan natin kung magtutuloy-tuloy ang kanilang magandang preparation.
A convincing win for the EAC Generals as they defeat and overwhelm the Letran Knights 68-58 to improve their record to 7-7 and now move up to 4th place in the Final Four picture. And we will be back to talk to head coach Gerson Cabiltes about how they prepared for this Letran game.
Career high performances, shocking upsets, and breakthrough wins. Yan ang mga nangyari sa ikalawang linggo ng NCAA Season 100 Men's Basketball. Noong nakaraang Sabado, bumida si Brian Sahonia sa laban ng San Beda at San Sebastian.
26 points for Brian Sahonia.
Gumawa ng 26 na puntos ang Red Lions rookie sa 85-75 na tagumpay laban sa Golden Stags. Sa sumunod na laro, tinambakan ng binil ng EAC 77-55. Nanguna sa atake ng Blazers si Tony Inot na nagtala ng 16 na puntos.
Iniwan, Inot all alone!
Noong linggo naman, nagpakawala ng career-high 28 points si John Barba.
Scorer, Ato Barba. For three! Barba knocks it down! Ato Barba!
Para talunin ng LPU ang JRU 97-92. At pagkatapos nun, nakapagtala rin ang reigning MVP na si Clint Escamis ng 28 puntos, kabilang na ang isang clutch 3-pointer.
Escamis for 3! Clint Escamis!
Para pataubin ang perpetual 71-65. Career high din para kay Clint yung 28.
Squad is celebrating your win, but what can you say about this victory? Perhaps one of your most convincing wins here in Season 100.
Actually, pagkatalo namin sa CSB, it was heartbreaking, but we need to move on to the next game, which is, sabi ko, is a much more vital game against Letran. So, the next day, practice kagad kami, we had viewing, and then we run their schemes. So, talagang, yun na, yung focus namin sa Letran. And I told them na, we cannot lose today. Each time na tingin mo matatalo ka, you refuse to lose. That's the mentality that we have going to this game.
Tama, Coach. And syempre, gusto ko lang tanungin sa inyo, Coach, ano yung naging pinaka-game plan ninyo in terms on offense and defense ng Letran? Kasi napansin namin, Coach, kanina na grabe yung parang nakasakal talaga yung depensa sa Letran na hindi talaga nila mahanap yung mga regular shots na dapat tinitake nila.
Actually, we provided mixed defense. Siyempre, looking at the scouting report, siyempre yung sa offensive schemes nila, saka kung sino yung nasa floor. So that's where we base on our defense. Talagang, especially on Jimboy and Quahaw, talagang nilimit namin as much as possible yung touches nila.
Yes, Coach. Ang galing.
Coach, in terms of the numbers, Jimboy and Deo, they both average combined close to 30 points per game. Today, you limited them to just 19 points. Jimboy was scoreless in the first half. And that zone defense that you had, Coach, Letran couldn't find a way to get comfortable the way they normally do.
Sa scouting report kasi, I specifically watched the games of Jimboy kung saan siya nakakashoot. So talagang ayaw ko makapunta siya dun sa mga sweet spot na tinatawag natin. So once he gets there, talagang automatic ang taas ng percentage niya sa 2 points sa mga short 2. So as much as possible, if he's gonna shoot, kailangan sa 3 points or long 2 ang ibibigay namin sa kanya.
And in terms naman, Coach, of Quahaw, napansin ko din kanina, no, na sa tuwing lumalabas si Jimboy sa court, para kayong naka-box in 1, pero walang box. Yung tao ni Quahaw, wala nang pakialam dun sa iba. Kumbaga, 1-on-1 tayo dito, kayo dyan, mag 4-on-4 kayo, bahala kayo.
Yeah, kasi floor spacer si Quahaw. If you're gonna go help side on him, definitely he's a catch and shoot, quick release shooter. So, ang gusto ko mangyari doon is talagang nakabox kami on Quahaw on that specific time na wala si Jimboy or wala si Quahaw sa loob.
Coach Gerson, we're down to your last couple of games in the second round and in the elimination round. You have a chance to make history this season because EAC, since joining the NCAA in 2009, has never advanced to the Final Four. You have a great chance to do it this season now that you are in the 4th spot. what will you do during this short break to prepare your team for this push for the Final Four?
Last 4 games. It all boils down to these last 4 games. So definitely we just have a rest tomorrow or the next day. Siguro 2 days break kasi November 6 yung game namin. So definitely we're gonna hit the wood already for our practice. Preparing against San Beda, definitely talagang naglalaban na sa pwestuhan yan. So we're gonna go all out. Our dream of making to the Final Four still lives. So we're not gonna waste it. We're gonna take this opportunity and we're gonna go hard.
And so far, naging maganda kasi yung pag-peak ninyo, coach, nag-uumpisa pa lang. Unlike yung pagkaka-explain ko nga, may mga teams na medyo napaaga ng konti yung pag-peak nila. And ngayon, medyo bumababa yung quality of basketball nila. And I think, malaking bagay din dyan, coach, syempre yung scouting ninyo. And again, kita naman natin sa game kanina kung paano kayo nag-prepare and kung paano nyo talaga na-check yung mga dapat nyo ma-check para dito sa Letran. And syempre, congratulations, coach, sa game na yun. Well-deserved win.
Coach, you can greet everybody who are watching right now and supporting you guys all the way.
Thank you to everyone who supported the EAC, to the EAC community. Kay President Campos, kay Dr. Lorenzo, maraming salamat. Kay Jumbo Plastic, Boss Jimmy, kay Coach Steve. Kay Mayor Art Celeste, kay Boss FJ, maraming salamat. Boss Raymond, Power Hoops, maraming salamat. And to everyone sa EAC, rest assured, gagawin namin ang lahat para makapasok sa Final Four po. Maraming salamat po.
And at this point, EAC is now in the Final Four picture with a 7-7 win-loss record. Coach Gerson, we'll see you on November 6 against San Beda.
Yes, salamat
Coach,
po.
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we will take a break at magpapatuloy ang ating post-game coverage dito sa NCAA Season 100. Don't go away.
Isa na namang maaksyong linggo ng college basketball ang ating nasaksihan sa NCAA Season 100. Balikan natin ang lahat ng mga nangyari dito sa ating Week in Review. Last Friday, the third overtime game of the tournament took place as Arellano battled LPU.
Drives and shoots para rito sa LPU.
In the end, the Pirates broke the spirit of the Chiefs as they won 90-86 behind the 25 points of Ato Barba. Also that day, Mapua outclassed Letran in the Battle of Intramuros 77-62. Chris Hubilia had a breakout performance with 18 points and 12 rebounds.
Chris Hubilia will take off.
Over the weekend, Perpetual notched another victory, beating EAC.
And then the 19-year-old from Santa Maria, Bulacan.
Game coverage dito sa NCAA Season 100 live sa Heart of Asia and all of our online platforms sa NCAA Philippines on Facebook and YouTube. Anton Rojas standing alongside Prince Rivero at kasama namin ngayon ang player of the game, Harvey Pagsanhan, 13 points, 5 rebounds. Harvey, ikaw yung nag-set ng tone para sa iyong kupunan. Simula pa lang, you were very aggressive. What was the mindset going into this game knowing that it was a virtual battle for the number 4 spot?
Ayun nga, sabi ni Coach na kung gusto talaga namin makapasok ng Final Four, kailangan namin talunin yung Letran, which is sila yung kalaban namin sa pwesto. And then yung preparation ngayong game, mindset ko lang talaga na ma-stop yung scorer sa kabilang team. And then, yun nga, sa leader, yung aggressiveness, kailangan ko talaga simulan. Kailangan sa akin magsisimula talaga.
Okay, ito naman yung question ko, hindi to normally tinatanong. Pero yung, anong iniisip mo sa tuwing umaatake ka tapos babanggay mo dun sa taas? Dun kayo nagkikita. Anong mindset mo dun?
Yun siguro, lagi lang ako go hard. Tsaka mas gusto ko talaga pag may contact sa ere, mas nababalance ko yung tira ko.
Napakaganda, napakagaling.
We have a question about balance later on. But before that, I want to ask this. Maganda ang kwento mo, Harvey, sa pagpasok mo dito sa NCAA as we see some of your highlights here. You played for Coach Gerson Cabintes in high school, but you played in a different college. Nag-separate kayong dalawa. But the connection has always been there. The friendship never wavered. When you found out that Coach Gerson was going to be the coach of EAC, you said you want to play for him again. Now that you are playing for him again, how much does this mean to you and to him that you have a chance to make history to lead EAC to the Final Four for the very first time?
Ayun nga, nung nalaman ko pa lang na magko-coach si Coach Gerson sa EAC, nag-message agad siya sa akin na wala ka na iba pupuntahan, pupunta ka sa akin. Tapos yun yung una na sinabi kagad na season 100, goal talaga natin mag-Final Four. Yun yung pinaka-best time para sa atin na makukuha yung Final Four.
And alam mo yun, isa yan sa mga pinaka-sweet na feeling, yung player and coach na relationship na hindi nawawala all throughout. Doesn't matter if maaga kayo naging magkasama or medyo late na kayo naging magkasama. Yung relationship na meron dyan, hindi talaga mawawala. And very sweet yan. And syempre, may chance kayo na makapasok ngayon sa Final Four. Itong bakasyon na meron kayo ngayon, pinag-uusapan namin kanina ni Anton na ang sarap na sa pakiramdam na manalo. Tapos ganito kahaba yung break. Masakit to para dun sa matatalo kasi medyo matagal yung nilang dadamdamin yun. Ano magiging preparation mo, syempre, personally, dito sa break na to? Coming papunta dun sa game nyo sa November 6.
Siguro stay focused lang kami sa next game namin and siguro wag namin pabayaan yung sarili namin kasi mababaliwala lahat ng panalo namin kung matatalo kami sa mga susunod na games namin. So kailangan namin mag-focus talaga.
Alright, so we have a very important question right now, Prince and I, because we have been wondering and talking about this for the entire season. You probably have the best posture among all the players dito sa NCAA. Yung likod mo talagang straight back. Kapag nag-drive ka, straight back. How did you maintain this perfect posture?
Siguro inborn siya kasi yung dad ko, ganun talaga yung posture ng katawan niya. So siguro dati payat ako pero nung medyo tumatanda na, medyo lumabad yung katawan ko pero ganun pa din yung katawan ko.
Kaya kitang-kita mo yung core niya pagdating sa taas, hindi man lang lumiliko kahit na anong bangga, diretso pa rin Trinay ko yun dati, pero bago pa ako umakyat, naitira ko na.
Yun pa rin yung diskarte doon
Yung diskarte doon.
Alright, Harvey, pwede mo na batiin lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa'yo.
Unang-una, binabati ko yung EAC community na lagi sumusuporta sa amin. Si Jumbo Plastic, si Boss Jimmy, si Coach Steve, yung family ko sa probinsya, si Mami, si Daddy, mga pamangkin ko, kapatid ko. Yung girlfriend ko nanonood lagi, si Shara. Binabati ko din si Pong Antonio, anak niya, family niya. Tsaka si Melon of Letran.
Ayan po. Player of the game, Harvey Pagsanhan. Enjoy the break, Harvey, and we'll see you on November 6.
Thank you.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Alright.
Good game.
Let's turn it over now to Riri Khalid na kasama si Kyle Ochavo.
Alright, Anton and Prince, I am with Nino Ochavo, and naman, both of the teams came from a loss at sila yung nag-away for today's game. Pero gusto ko lang maitanong, what was your motivation or what was the motivation of the team para maagaw ang panalong to mula sa Letran Knights?
Simula nung pumasok kami simula nung nag-start tong season 100, talagang goal namin is to makapasok sa Final Four talaga. Yun yung goal, wala nang iba.
Alright, so I think this day nakamit niyo yung goal na yun. But also, what do you think? What strength do you think that separates your team and why from the other teams?
Yung depensa namin, talagang inaral namin, tsaka tinatrabaho namin, tsaka iniinsayo namin sa court namin. Yun.
Okay, nice one. Pero eto, medyo few games na lang tayo remaining with the second round of the eliminations dito sa NCAA 100. Pero papalapit na nga ang F4. Kayo ba, ano yung mentality na dadalhin ninyo sa Final Four? Kung sakasakali, kung paghihirapan natin yan syempre, pero kung sakasakali, anong mentality ang dadalhin natin?
Mentality namin is to win every games talaga. Talagang para makapasok talaga kami sa Final Four. Yun lang talaga yung goal namin is makapasok sa Final Four. Yun.
Actually, I agree with you kasi kanina nakausap ko si Coach. Sabi niya, we refuse to lose. Pero are you ready for more? Kasi I think and I believe si Anton and Prince may itatanong pa sa'yo. Anton and Prince.
Okay, simple lang yung tanong ko. Ako muna, Kyle. Ikaw ba yung pinakamabilis na player dito sa NCAA court to court pag hawak mo ang bola?
Hindi ako sure pero yung gusto lang ni coach is pag na-rebound na ng big man, dapat kunin ko na tas diretso na ako sa pass break. Yun.
Kasi meron kaming debate ni Anton Actually, hindi lang ngayong game. Matagal na pinag-usapan namin kung sino yung sa tingin namin yung pinakamabilis na gwardiya na kayang itakbo yung bola pababa at kumuha ng layup. And so far, you didn't disappoint.
Oo.
And syempre, yung question ko naman para sa'yo, nakita ko kasi bago pa lang mag-start itong NCAA Season 100, yung mga videos na pinopost mo, yung preparation mo for this season. And gusto ko lang tanungin sa'yo na paano mo siya na itutuloy-tuloy and if kung nasi-share mo ba siya sa mga teammates mo para sabay-sabay kayong umaangat?
Yun talaga yung goal ko is popost ako sa Facebook para makatulong din sa ibang tao. Especially to my teammates, talagang na-encourage sila sa akin na mag-ensayo pa Especially pagkatapos ng practice namin, mag-ensayo pa ako, mag-shooting pa ako. Kasama ko lagi si Brian Angeles pag nag-extra.
Ayun, napakalaking bagay yun. Siyempre, kapag nare-recognize ng isang taong masipag, yung work ng isa pang masipag, nakakahawa yun. And so, credits to you, my friend. Siyempre, dun sa sipag na binibigay mo and sa passion mo dito sa sport na to. And sa mga nanonood natin dyan, gayahin nyo si Ochavo. Yung sipag niya at saka tiyaga. Alam nyo kung saan niya kaya kayong dalhin.
Tsaka may extra layer pa kay Kyle kasi pinopromote niya yung sarili niya, which I think is very important nowadays, especially to the Gen Zers.
Yes.
So Kyle, Mr. Fire Content Ochavo. Yan ang isa sa mga tawag natin sa kanya ngayon because he always brings out fire content. Alright, Kyle, you can greet everybody na sumusuporta sa iyo ngayon.
Binabati ko nga pala yung EAC community. Salamat sa lahat ng mga sumuporta. Especially sa mga guro ko, si Sir Robin, si Ma'am Mel Grace, tsaka yung din namin sa marketing and sa HM din. Especially, family ko sa Cebu, si Sarah Ochavo, mama ko, papa ko, si Michael Ochavo. Especially, ang kapatid ko, Klein Ochavo, sa lahat ng sumuporta. Salamat po sa inyo.
Ayan, good luck, Kyle. Congrats on the win today and we will see you November 6 against San Beda. Kaabang-abang na laban because imagine if they can slay a giant, if they can get one against the defending champions, that more or less might secure their spot in the Final Four.
Yes, and again, nabanggit nga kanina ni Coach Gerson na kakailanganin talaga nila bawat panalo sa mga susunod kasi mababaliwala itong panalo na to kung hindi nila maipapanalo yung next.
Can you imagine? 53 rebounds. Naramdaman ng Letran yung absence ni Kevin Santos dito sa laban na to.
Yan yung sinasabi natin kanina. Kung sa mga hindi nakakaalam, yung presence, the mere presence lang ni Kevin Santos sa loob can push yung mga big man netong EAC palabas na wag na natin kunin kasi makukuha niya na yan. Pero dahil wala siya, napakalaking factor nun para sa EAC para ma-dominate itong rebounds and syempre, ma-maximize nila yung help nila para kay Estrada and kay Quahaw.
Props to the entire coaching staff of EAC, especially Coach Gerson. He was telling us he does everything. He does his own scouting, does his own research. And we see him here at the Phil Oil Egg Oil Center doing just that. As we see, Pagsanhan led all scorers in this game with 13.
And syempre si Ochavo, hindi natin maaalis sa kanya yung 3 offensive rebounds na kinuha niya. Very crucial yun kasi yun ang mga nagbibigay ng extra possession para dito sa EAC. And syempre, extra energy sa tuwing nakakuha ng offensive rebound.
So now, we update our team standings at ayan na po, pasok sa top 4 ang EAC. You see that yellow line separating the final 4 teams. Well, potentially, ang nakapag-clinch pa lang yung Benilde and Mapua, and then the bottom 6.
Yes, and kung matatapos ngayon yung round, ito na yung Final Four natin. Yep. Pero meron pa tayong 3 or 4 games per team na natitira and syempre magiging importante yan, especially dito sa mga medyo malapit dun sa yellow line natin kasi hindi pa sigurado yung spot nila sa Final Four and every game talaga counts. And so, yung preparation nila para sa isa't isa, doon magmamatter yun. And maraming teams ang nakakita ng preparation nito ni Coach Gerson para sa Letran and they can use the same thing na ginawa ni Coach Gerson para ma-check itong Letran.
But I'm also sure that Coach Alan Ricardo will try to devise a counter. Ngayon na nakita niya na na-expose sila in this game, he will surely study him and his coaching staff and will try to develop some sort of strategy in case they see another zone like that again.
Yes, and that's the beauty of basketball. It's the never-ending change and never-ending growth. Kasi per game, hindi pwedeng wala kang matutunan. Lahat yan meron natututunan, especially yung coming off a loss like this. And syempre, yung galing ka sa game na napakaganda eh. May 2 kang players na naglalaro ng best games of their lives. Syempre, di ba? Going 30 each, syempre. And then now, entering this game, nahirapan sila dahil dun sa depensa na pinakita nitong EAC at saka yung scouting na binigay ng EAC para dito sa Letran. And yun mga bagay na yun yung pwede nilang pagkunan ng mapagtututunan and growth nila, syempre.
Definitely a lot of time for all the teams to prepare for the last push patungo sa Final Four. Now, while the men's basketball tournament has been happening, has been ongoing, meron din tayong chess tournament na
kamakailan lamang ay nag-open and our very own Yen Supan was there to cover the opening day of the NCAA Season 100 Chess Tournament. Let's check it out.
Hello mga kapuso at mga ka-NCAA. Ako po si Yen Supan, isa sa mga courtside reporters ng NCAA Season 100 at nandito tayo ngayon sa Ayala Malls, Manila Bay para sa opening ceremony ng NCAA Season 100 Chess Tournament hosted by De La Salle College of St. Benilde.
Season 100 Chess Tournament Open!
Kasama natin ngayon ang team captain ng Juniors Chess Division ng EAC Generals na si Klein. Klein, kamusta ka naman?
Okay lang po. Excited po sa magaganap na Season 100 NCAA.
Sobrang excited, napakasaya pa kasi it's been my first time playing NCAA 100. Napakaganda po ng taon na to.
Feeling great po ako ngayon. And napakasaya ko po since last season ko na po to and I still get the opportunity to play.
We are here with Sir Dax, the chairman of the NCAA Season 100 Chess Tournament. Sir Dax, what can we expect from this season?
It's going to be a very competitive season, just like every season.
Siyempre, ito yung pinagandaan namin buong year kasi last year, fourth lang kami. Nalaglag kagad kami sa first round ng semis. Kaya ngayon, mas pag-iigihan namin.
Okay, so ano yung game plan nyo para sa mga laro nyo today?
Yung game lang po namin is sinunod po namin yung tinuturo po ng coach namin na mag-prepare lang po sa opening.
It's a grand event indeed. Paano ba naman ang guest speaker ay ang Asia's first Grandmaster Eugene Torre?
During my time, there was no... chess was not included in NCAA. So, we only had the intercollegiate chess tournament, but it was not official, not recognized by the school or the university. Good thing, for almost 50 years now, chess has been finally recognized to be part of NCAA.
All competing schools are fired up kahit sa opening ceremonies pa lang. Sino ang biggest threat ngayon ng Juniors Division ng San Beda Red Lions?
I think po, yung biggest threat po para sa amin ngayon is yung previous champion po na LPU po.
On a scale of 1 to 100, gaano kayo ka-confident na madedefend nyo ang championship ng school nyo?
Para sa akin po, 100 po. Confident po kami na ma-defend po namin yung title namin.
So I heard that you are an alumnus of Mapua University. Do you think that the Mapua Cardinals will bag the championship for this season 100?
Well, I would be happy if they could land on the top 3 sa podium. Because very tough ang competition now.
Sa tingin mo, Paolo, ano ang school na biggest threat ngayon sa Mapua Cardinals?
In terms of stats, perpetual data kasi I believe parang 3-peat champion na sila or 2-peat champion.
On a scale of 1 to 100, gaano ka confident na mariretain nyo ang championship title?
Maybe 90% na sure na mariretain namin. Pero kailangan pa rin mag-hard work papunta sa taas.
Yung game plan po namin is na pinaghandaan po namin yung kakalabahin po namin which is perpetual po, which is naghanda po kami ng mga opening and end game po para sa kanila.
Was the grand opening ceremony of the NCAA Season 100 Chess Tournament. Muli ako po si Yen Supan, isa sa mga courtside reporters ngayong season, and I am inviting all of you to follow NCAA Philippines everywhere on social media. That's at NCAA Philippines.
So nice and happy to see an absolute legend, Grandmaster Eugene Torre, grace the opening ceremony of the NCAA Chess Tournament.
Siyempre, kitang-kita naman natin talaga yung preparation ng ating mga manlalaro ngayon. Nagpe-prepare pa sila ng mga openings and para sa mga end games nila ng mga moves para sa mga bawat kalaban, and may strategy din sila para dun sa mga makakalaban nila na defending champion, yung mga possible na paangat pa lang.
And so I'm really happy to see them like that and happy, and yun, magiging masaya yan.
And GM Eugene Torre always says, and he said this when we were covering the online chess tournament in NCAA Season 96, always protect your physical, mental, and spiritual king.
Yes.
Yan yung lagi niyang sinasabi.
Tama yan. Very, very true yan. And syempre, without those three, paano ka makakapag-compete, diba? And so, kailangan alagaan natin yung tatlong importanteng bagay na yan.
Alright, and eto na yung pinag-uusapan namin ni Prince. We've been building this up, the home stretch, the race to the Final Four, and it will resume on November 5, Tuesday, next week. And look at these games. Every game is very crucial and important para sa mga kupunan na nais na umabante sa Final Four.
Yes, and magiging napakabigat na trabaho yan. Especially itong mga susunod na games nila is a must-win for each team. Maybe hindi sa Benilde and sa Mapua because they've already clinched the spot dun sa Final Four. But for the number 3 and 4 spot, na dikit-dikit yung win and loss record nila, every game is gonna be an important game sa kanila. They must treat it as a do-or-die match na kung saan pag natalo sila, may chance na hindi sila makabalik dun sa Final Four, and kakailanganin nila bawat game talaga.
Hey, I'm encircling this already. November 10 Sunday, Mapua, Benilde, San Beda, Letran. These are the 4 teams that I predicted to make the Final Four. That is going to be a very exciting day. So November 10, one of the most anticipated game days when we return next week.
Yes, tama. And syempre alam naman natin talaga na yung Benilde versus Mapua, magiging mabigat na game yan. And syempre yung Letran and San Beda, parang preview of mga throwback yan. And syempre meron yung rivalry. And alam natin na this is gonna be packed again, and it's gonna be fun to watch and exciting.
That Mapua-Benilde game might be a battle for number 1, possibly. Depending on what will happen, kasi yung Benilde may laro ngayon. They're gonna play against Perpetual. Perpetual is also trying to climb into the Final Four picture. So we will see. That game will tip off later at 2:30 p.m. All right, brother. Great to be working with you again, my guy.
Thank you very much, Anton. Maraming salamat. And syempre sa lahat ng nanood, thank you very much. Patuloy kayo magsuporta sa NCAA Season 100.
So that will do it for us once again. The EAC Generals overwhelmed the Letran Knights to improve their record to 7-7, and they are now in the Final Four picture at 4th place. For our director, Abid Ramos, our courtside reporter, Riri Khalid, and our game analyst here on the panel, Prince Rivero, and all of us from GMA Synergy. Ako po si Anton Rojas, nagsasabing maraming salamat sa inyong panonood, and we'll see you all again at 2:30 para sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA. Benilde will take on Perpetual live on GTV, simulcast on Heart of Asia.